Well, good afternoon to you. You might notice there isn't the black and red, which is normally in my car. I'm actually in the hospital vehicle at the moment, and just finding a couple of minutes just to do a quick video to you. I do a voluntary job on a Tuesday afternoon. I'm driving about, so in between driving about, I'm waiting for jobs. So nothing else to do. But not that I'm talking to you because I've got nothing else to do, don't get me wrong. It's just an opportunity that I'm taking. And talking of cars, I had to go through the unfortunate process today of writing off my car. I think I mentioned last week that somebody bumped me in the back. And these days in the UK, the slightest sort of dent or gash that you get on your car, if it's an old car with high mileage, they just write the thing off, and they just want to pay you out and give you, so you can get something else. So I initially said no, but then I was driving around this morning and my clutch was slipping so badly, I thought this isn't going to last. Plus, we have in the UK what's known as an MOT, which is a Ministry of Transport test, and they come up once a year, and I don't know what they're going to find. So on balance of things, I decided that I would take the payout and see what they're going to provide. You don't get very much on a payout, so I'm looking to see what the Lord will do in terms of giving me a good vehicle at a reasonable price. And I just trust His provision. That's all we do, isn't it, if we're Christians? There's so much more I could say about the provision of God. In fact, I'll be talking about it similarly on my radio show, 8 p.m. on Friday night. It's every week, and it's radio.rtntv.org. So if you tune in, get onto the website, radio.rtntv.org, and we'll be talking about similar issues. But I just thought also, while I'm here, those of you that might have seen last Thursday's video would have seen this. This is my latest tract. It's called It's All Upside Down. And of course the world is upside down. And you might have noticed that it's actually an upside down earth that I've got on there as well. And again, I talk about issues relating to current events and Bible prophecy, relating it to the gospel, because that's the message that the Lord has commissioned us to give out, isn't it? Go into the world and preach the gospel to all nations. And that's the vital thing that we have to do. So if you would like some tracts, I had 1,000 printed already. I've given out 650. There are still batches left, and if folks still want more, I can get reprints as the Lord provides for postage, packing, and the work that's required to get all this done, and the work of the channel. If folk are interested to donate, there'll be a link in the description box on here. I normally put a PayPal link and also a bank account, which is direct, so you could choose either way. As I say, there are PDF copies available. Don't think they come out as good though, because if you're going to just reprint them off a computer, not that that's bad, but these are professionally produced, and they're nice and shiny and glossy, and they're quite easy to hand out in their present form. I'll just open it up like that. You see, it's quite simple. So yes, life is getting more and more difficult. Times are getting more and more difficult. People are changing. I've seen quite a few videos lately of people saying that, and they're not even Christians, and they're people that are saying the world has changed. People are not the same as they used to be. There's a hardness, there's a coldness. And of course, if we read Matthew 24, I don't have my Bible with me here, but Jesus is very clear in Matthew 24 that in the last days, people will hate one another, betray one another. There'll be father against daughter, daughter-in-law against mother-in-law. And of course, Timothy speaks about that as well, doesn't he? In the last days, there'll be scoffers who follow the leanings of their own minds, their own flesh, and he speaks too of the rebellion that's to come, as does Paul in Thessalonians. So we all really need to be fully aware of what's happening in these last days. And with the murder of Charlie Kirk, those of you in the US, of course, will know Charlie a lot better than we do than in the UK. But it's had such an impact across the world. One man's death, one man's martyrdom, that as unfortunate and tragic as it is, has produced it's produced a fruit, really, a harvest in a way of people realizing, and many people on the left. Watching an interview earlier today of a man who claimed he was from the left, and he's starting to become sickened by what he's seen, and he's turned turned around. He's done a 180, as they say. So this is happening all over the world today. There are pockets of revival. Again, I was looking at some stats on a video about the number of Muslims coming to Christ, the number of Jews coming to Christ. Things are happening all the way, aren't they? All the time. And so the enemy is at work. I don't think we're going to see tent revivals the way that we used to. I think when we talk about the word revival, we tend to think of a great big tent and people coming, a bit like the Billy Graham times. Well, I think those days have gone. As I said at the beginning of the video, I'm on the voluntary work at the moment, and I'm just waiting for jobs. I'm in between jobs, and now all of a sudden I've just had a call, so I've got to take a lady home. So keep those thoughts in mind, and if you like the tracks, as I say, the links are in the description box, and the radio show's Friday night. Have a blessed day.